Welcome to the Baby Shower Comedy Podcast, where we bring you laughs, entertainment,
Welcome.
dating stories. My name's Toby Miller. This is my host, Matt Hardy,
Welcome, welcome. Your esteemed co-host.
esteemed co-host,
Yep. Highly regarded.
highly regarded as one of the best co-hosts in the scene.
Yeah.
He's been voted on countless.
Hottest guy.
He's been voted countless times on unrecognizable voting platforms as one of
Yeah.
the top co-hosts of all time.
Yep.
With that, take it away, Matt.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, by the way.
Smash the buttons.
Yep. Hit them hard. Hit them good. Big pod today, huh?
Yeah, this is really
There's a lot.
There's too much pressure on this pod. So for those of you that are just joining
a
us,
lot.
I've been giving shit to Matt for not going on dates for probably like 6 months now, on almost every episode.
Maybe more.
And he finally
Maybe
went
more.
on a date, and
Maybe more.
he's been really jacked up about it for the past couple weeks because I'll see him off pod at places, and we've been saving it. But
Well, there's a couple updates that we really haven't been able to discuss as regular friends.
and now
Well,
let's discuss.
let's set the table, all right? Let's not give me some foreplay. Let's not just dive right in.
What, you want to talk about something else?
No. I was just saying, where did I see you?
Yeah, so I was like, let's talk about it.
Oh, yeah, on Thursday night, we really wanted to talk about it.
All right.
That was a big. You didn't know what update too. I was telling you there were a couple updates.
Yeah.
All right. So which?
Are you nervous? Hardy before the podcast.
You are giving off the weirdest energy ever. Right
You're
now.
giving off weird energy.
Okay.
Dude.
All right.
When I tell a story, typically I start because I don't know how. Like, you have the story in your head, so you have
Yeah.
like a better idea of where to start it. I can't start your story for you, so that's why I'm waiting for you to be like, all right, what's the update?
All right. But you got to
Right?
be juiced. You got to be juiced
I'm
about the
pumped.
story. You're pumped.
Yes.
Okay.
Was
So
it last
tell
time
me-
we saw each other on Thursday? Was I not jazzed up?
So I'm looking for a little bit of the jazz from Thursday here instead of the. All right, go say it.
Well, I'm gonna get into it as
Give a little background on how you were excited about hearing this tale.
you want me to give back
Yes.
my side of the.
Yes, I want
Okay.
you to give a little bit of like, hey, listen, from my point of view, this is what I was going on with Hardy.
Right. Well, first of all, Hardy, you start the story.
All right. Well, there's a lot of endpoints here.
Here's my
One-
here's
one-
my
Can
here's
someone
my
start
side.
the story, please?
Pat, relax. All right,
Let's
we're
do
trying to
another.
set the
Let's do
table.
another topic. I don't
We're
like this
trying
topic.
We're trying to set the table. All right. For starters, okay. This is all right. You asked me. I mean, there's just so much to give to get people involved. Okay. For one, you asked me to go to the Dave Chappelle show
Right. That's what. Yeah. I was about to
early
bring that
on,
up.
and this was like a week back, and I was like, yeah, I can't go because, and I was like, like, oh my God, Miller's gonna freak out when I tell him about the date,
Right.
And you were like, oh, you gotta go to Chappelle. I thought you were gonna be. You sort of turned on me real fast. You were like, oh, do you remember that? You were like, oh, don't go on the date. Come to Chappelle. And I was like,
an
what the
obvious-
hell?
No, that was an obvious joke.
Okay,
I
so you were-
obviously think you should go on the date rather than go to Dave Chappelle.
Right. So you were bitten me.
Dave Chappelle comes around a lot. These dates don't really come around a lot.
Yes. Thank you.
There's a greater probability of you seeing Dave Chappelle than
Yes.
you going on a date. So go on the date.
And it was kind of funny because I think you were like, out of all the times you've asked me to do something,
Right.
and then you do, and I've got a date. I almost felt like you didn't even really believe me a little bit.
No, I believed you.
You were like, I can't
believe-
believe this is happening.
I believe that you had a date lined up. What I didn't believe that you were going to actually go on it.
That's what. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
I still don't know if you went on it. Like, it still hasn't been truly confirmed that you've been on the date.
Okay. So
That'd be a great update. The party reveals they never went on the date.
you find out about the date.
My
all right?
my headphone's a little hot. Could you turn that down?
Thanks, Pat. So you find out about the date pre-date. Okay.
Oh, I do it on here. Yep.
And then also we didn't have a podcast. Oh, that completely left my headphones. You just completely turned them off in mine. We didn't have a podcast post premiere. I think I can't even hear myself now.
No, yeah, you can.
Yeah, go a little bit.
That's as far as it goes.
Really? Oh, that's weird.
Should we start over?
Listen, I don't know what the hell's happening here.
Tell us about the date. Everyone's excited about the date. Everyone knows. So it's
I can't
Sunday.
hear- Okay. No. I like the.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I like to be able to hear myself.
You
That's
can't
good.
hear yourself?
That's fine. I think I can hear now, slightly. Yeah. It's good.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah. So, yeah, we didn't have a podcast after the premiere, so we couldn't really discuss about the premiere.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't really reveal it to you on the podcast on Sunday. So it's been a long. Oh, that really unplugged. Yeah, just leave it. It's been a long wait.
Right.
All right. So, where do you think I went on the date?
I bet you went to Bua. I bet you went to her work.
Boo. That's where you start the story?
Should we start from here? Like, subscribe, comment. Welcome to Baby Shower Comedy. Anyway, so you're going on a date.
Yeah.
You want me to guess?
No, I asked you so that you wouldn't guess. Yes. Yeah. Boo was not Bua. That's where she worked. Oh,
Right.
That's not good. Whatever.
There's only two people that work at Bua.
Yeah. So that's the other thing.
I bet you took a walk down the river.
We could. That's a decent guess. We could talk too about how I originally grabbed Didge. So another thing is the way I ended up on this date. Okay, was that I did a nice Didge grab with Miller when we were eating after the pod what was it, 2 weeks back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was out in the wild, everybody. This was not app. All right. Just set. So no, we went to the Wayland.
The Wayland.
Yes.
Did she say that or you?
No, So she. Okay.
What do you know about the Wayland?
Thank you.
What do you mean, thank you?
No, I don't know anything. I had heard you mention it
Right.
once or twice, and I was like, so she. After I got her number on Sunday, she texted me that night and was like, "So where are you taking me out next Sunday?"
Did you text her first at all or no?
No.
She just had your number. You gave her your number?
Yeah, we exchanged numbers.
So it wasn't like
I texted her like, "Hey,
right.
Matt, like this."
It's not like there was no it wasn't a blank slate of text
Yeah.
screen when she texted you.
No, it was just like my name.
Right.
Yeah. And she was like, "So where are you taking me out next Sunday?" So then I was like, "Oh, I gotta like."
Did you guys plan on
Go
Sunday?
out.
Did you guys plan on it being Sunday at Bua?
No. When she texted me, that was the first time I'd heard of a potential Sunday date.
Oh, okay. She
Yeah.
was essentially telling you when to.
Yeah. She
I
was
like that move.
right. It was kind of nice. So I was like, all right, I got to find. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, maybe. So I haven't been on a date in like a proper date really in like 2 years.
Right.
I went on with the chick that drove down, and we went on a nice long gaunt through the Columbia campus area, and we got some snacks. But it wasn't like someone wasn't like, "Where are you taking me out?" That's different, you
Right.
know. Where are you taking me out? I was like, all right, maybe I gotta. So I was like, all right, Smalls. So Smalls comes in my head
Yeah.
because that's not a bad move.
That's a great move.
Yeah.
But we've thought the Jazz, you don't really want to talk that much during the Jazz.
Right,
So you
so
don't
it's
get to
kinda
know
weird.
someone. It's a good
Yeah.
second spot. If you go on, like, let's grab drinks.
Yep.
And then we go to Smalls. That's a
Yes.
cool 1-2 punch. But saying meet me at Smalls and then like
Yeah.
she walks in and you're in the middle of the room.
Yeah, the packed jazz bar.
Yeah.
And you can't talk. Well, so it turned out we never went to Smalls. Like, and it was like kind of because it's like, why would you go, right? Because we were having.
Yeah, you
a
went
good
to the
time.
Wayland.
Yeah. Well, there was potential that we might go to Smalls. There, like later on
In
the
your
night.
head or in the text combo,
In
you
the-
guys had said Smalls.
Yeah, we had said potentially Smalls, but I was like, all right. So I say to her, let's go to Smalls, or maybe we can meet up at the park, walk around, get a coffee for a little bit, right? So I give her
Right.
these two options, right? Because I'm trying to, I'm back, I'm moving and grooving, right? I'm trying to make sure the ladies know there's a couple of take your pick, right? Choose your own adventure here.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Do you think that that's a good thing? I feel like girls like a man that knows what he wants.
I know. The Viper in me, the real attack mode kind of guy, was like, I gotta be direct and convincing about this.
Yes.
I don't want to have any
Girls like a
wavering.
man that's on a path
Yes.
and they merge into the path. They don't want to merge into the path and then there's a fork and you go,
Yeah, you
what do you
go.
want to do?
You create a fork.
Right.
They don't like that. Right. So I tried
You're
to be
a
like,
fork guy.
I had to watch it, and I even forked a little bit because I go, but I was like, we'll go to. She was like, where? I was like, we'll go to Smalls, or we can do this. We could meet up at the park and just walk around, right? So she's like, I'd like to grab. That's cool. And I grab a drink and walk over there, right, to Smalls.
She said, I'll grab a drink
Right.
and walk over to Smalls.
Yeah, she was like, that's cool. I'll grab a drink and walk over there, like.
Oh, with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Like to small. So,
Yeah.
but now I'm like, oh, I got to find a drink spot, right? Like, cause where am I gonna go before,
Right.
right? So that's where I start looking around, right? And I literally Googled some bars and stuff, and like Joy Face came up,
Such a
and I was like, Miller goes there all the time.
dude. You went the way like it's on opposite sides of
I
Manhattan.
know, dude, so far from me, dude. But here's the thing, like I was thinking her work, she had it was a day off though, but she works down there. It's kind of a vibey area. I don't know a lot of shit.
No, the
in
Wayland.
Harlem.
Listen, the Wayland is a great first date spot. I'm not shitting on the
Thank
Wayland.
you.
What
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about is this
Yeah.
Smalls move. Mm-hmm. Wayland. It's probably like a good 30 minute walk.
It's a good walk. Yeah, it's a good point.
So you get a little sweaty. You get depending on. Anyways,
And we
so-
didn't do we didn't go.
Yeah, I could have
Dude.
told you that.
It got completely nixed.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I was like, okay, I've heard of the Wayland, I've heard of some of these spots. So on Sunday, when she was like, she texted me, hey, because I hadn't texted her like for
Right.
several days.
I actually went over to her
Yeah.
and said, "Listen, this guy Matt, he's likely to flake. You need to text him on Sunday."
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's a great point because her initiative was a spark, was a helpful thing.
Right.
That she kind of was like, hey, what's going on? Keeping it moving a little bit, right? Because, yeah, you know me. So on Sunday, she was like, where do you want to meet? And I was so stressed out by the whole thing. I just I just called her. I was like, all right, I'm just going to call her and like, we can hash this out, Because I don't know where like she's coming from, yada,
Yeah.
yada. So she doesn't pick up. And so,
You call her and she doesn't pick up.
yeah, she
Do you
just,
have a voicemail in mind, or no? You didn't plan on that.
no, I didn't go. Voicemail would have been really
Did you
nice.
You didn't do voicemail?
No, I probably would have been
Oh,
like,
you
hey.
loser.
Voice-
Voicemail is such a kill. I'd actually prefer voicemail than.
You'd like a voicemail, right? From a nice guy on the attack. Hey. Listen, Emily. That's
Hey,
not-
watch where you're going. Hey, Emily.
Listen, I think it's a great idea to get a drink later. Wanted to run a few ideas by you. give me a call back when you got a chance.
Yes.
Right? Nice little
Toodaloo.
something. Yup, even Pat likes it.
You do a
That's
little.
the first thing he's like.
You do an air kiss.
Little smooch. Yeah, see you on the other side, sweetie.
Sweetheart.
So then I miss her call back. So I text her. I go, hey, we can go to the Garrett or the Wayland, or we can kind of look. We can walk around
That's
over
what she
there.
says?
No, that's what I say.
The Garrett.
This is my big.
Oh,
So after all
boy.
my research, I go, let me throw out a few, right? And be like, we could also just kind of walk around. And
How did you conduct your research?
I conducted it on my laptop.
But like, did you look up good date?
Yeah, I
spots
looked up-
Sunday, or did you say bar? Like, what was your search?
I went best drink
See, there are these
cocktail
lists.
spots, and that's what popped up.
I know there are these lists.
Yeah.
And
Probably
the
should've called
Wayland's
you.
on at the Garrett, and you show up there, and it's a bunch of losers on dates. Like, I've been to those spots where it's on the date website as the top 10, and everyone that's there is people that don't know where to go on first dates.
I'm like a date tourist.
Yes.
I don't know, and that's the thing. It scared me a little bit. You got to understand, like, I'm a Viper, but I haven't been back in the game in a little bit, all right? So, like, I'm like, I got to do this right. Let
Yeah.
me, like, you're cooking something. Don't be above a recipe. Look it up, see what people are saying about it, and just take their advice, right? I'll learn as I go.
Did you not call me because you didn't want to reveal too much about the going-ons of
Yes,
the date? Or did
absolutely.
it come into your head like,
Yes.
let me call Miller?
I was about to call you, and I was like, I can't reveal too much to Miller. I was too fired up about the whole thing, and I didn't want to reveal to you that maybe I was going to the Wayland like some date tourist loser.
I would have dropped by the Wayland.
Oh, that would have been mortifying as well.
Because she
okay?
knows that we're friends because I was with you. Can you imagine that? I'm outside.
Bro, let me tell you something. If you had walked by, you would have been truly proud. All right? Okay, I had I was sitting outside. I got a nice little table outside, chest out, the denim going, little candle.
You had your denim move, both denim.
Yep. I was
Pants in.
the same as the premiere. I wore what I wore to the premiere.
Right.
Ready to go. You would have been fired up.
What time
dude.
did you guys meet?
So we met at 7. We scheduled 7.
Sunday.
I thought that was good. I took a little bit of your advice. I go, let me go with something that's reasonable. Day off, Sunday.
People want to get in bed early.
I was like,
No
7.
one wants to be up until 3 a.m.
Yeah,
unless
like-
you're at a Chappelle show.
Yeah, like you. I was so mortified because in my head I'm like, maybe we'll go to like the 10:30 Smalls, and I'm like, what am I thinking? All right, I'm getting crazy here, right? Like, let me back this train up in my Google search,
Yeah.
And there was like the Garrett was in there, Joy Face was in there, all these, but those places scared me a little bit.
Joy, if you went to Joy Face, I'm telling you right now, it would have been a complete disaster. Joy Face is not a first date spot at all. It's got like drag racing going on. It's got
drag racing's hilarious.
What's the
Drag
drag
queens.
shows?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got drag shows. There's a disco ball. There's like music blaring. It's like,
And I know-
it's hip people.
I thank you, high five, because you've told me this before, because you were like, told me your stories, how you got some people in, and I knew
Yeah,
it was so hip, and I'm going, that's too hip for this list.
Yeah.
I'm a first date tourist loser. I'm a cocktail loser. I need an easy ride, right?
Yeah.
I knew it was too hip, I think, and it scared me. I was like, can't bring this, and it's 7. Are they even open? Like I'm worrying about some stuff
Right.
like this, which is not me, right? So practical things
Oh, it is.
scare the shit out of me. Well, now but like all that stuff makes me nervous,
Right.
Because I'm quarterbacking it, so I'm like, I don't want to fuck any of it. So I was like, all right, I think I've been to we'll do the Wayland. It seems reasonable.
You
7
message
p.m.
her all of this. So I usually do, but Joy Face 7
I
o'clock.
do.
Like it's a full paragraph.
Bro, this is why I called her, dude. This is why I called her, because I would have, like, said some of this.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been like, hey, I'm looking for a spot. Like, if you have any preferences, because I'm an idiot. Like, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to be weak. Right? I want to be in Viper.
The Viper is a mere garden snake.
I didn't want to be a weasel garden snake, dude. All right? She needs to know, and she knows I'm a Didge guy already. So I can't leave this Didge guy vibe, right?
Yes.
And just, okay, right? So I text her the Wayland, this, and she goes, all right, yeah, let's do the Wayland, right? And I'm like, all right, perfect, right? We've agreed. She's like, I know the place.
I know the place.
I thought she was going to be cool with a lot of this because she works in the area. So I was thinking, but turns out she just leaves after. I found this out later in the day. See,
Of course.
I should have called the dating Viper expert.
You don't want to go, like, if I, have I ever been on a date at Canary Club? No, I work there. Do I want to go anywhere even around Canary Club? Not really.
So it turns out that this place we picked was insane because she had to come in from Brooklyn too. So no party really addressed the elephant in the room of where they're traveling from.
Well, Brooklyn's also pretty far from Harlem, right?
Yeah, so we would have had to go right
It's actually
somewhere
not
in
a
the
bad
mids.
spot
Thank you.
because it's in the middle of both.
So that's what I'm. So I was like, all right, we'll go into that area, Hoppin area, good vibes, because I want a nice area. So 7 p.m. I get there early, and now I'm walking over there, and your friggin' podcasting is in my head. Where you're like, I don't like to sit with my back to the door.
I do like to sit with my back to the door.
Oh, you do? I thought you didn't like to sit with your back. Oh, no.
I do. I sit with my back to the door so that I'm not hawking the door.
Okay, so
when
I found
she
out.
walks in, I'm like,
Okay, I found out I'm a hawker, all right? I sat, like, looking, like, waiting. I was like, is that her? Because also, my recollection of exactly how she would be dressed, I caught her at work,
right.
okay?
Now, make no mistake. When I go on I do have my peripherals typically on the door. I'm aware of shadows moving in and out, but I don't know who. Like last night I went on a date, I made sure that my peripherals were in queue with what
Right, so
was going in and out.
you're aware of when you need to double check to see if it's her.
I don't want to be startled when I want to be, when she comes up, I want to like be smooth and be like, oh, hi.
Yeah, like, oh, it's,
Not like a,
oh, I didn't see you there.
yeah.
Right.
But all right, so you get there early.
Right, and I
How
had caught
early?
her at like 15 early.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was sitting
Is
in.
it packed?
No, it was not packed, but there were some classic. You could see there were a couple of dates going
Right.
on.
Of course.
Yeah. Very, very dark lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Very romantic setting. Yes. Right? So
Is
I'm
there a
in.
band playing or no?
Band did start warming up.
Yep.
Okay, so I got some horns tuning in the background.
Yep.
Setting the stage, right? I got the chest out, the denim piece going. Okay.
And are you just kind of staring into the distance? Because you can't be on your flip phone, right? Like, you don't even really have an out of, like, entertainment, right? Do you have your book?
No, I'm just sort of stewing in existential glory. Right. Yes. Checking out the...
Because most people, when they're waiting for a date, they're, like, on their Instagram, and they're trying to act cool, you know? You don't even have that luxury.
No, and I think the waitress the woman that was serving me got a little confused by me. She was like, are you okay? Do you want some, like...
Did she say that?
Yeah, she was like, do you want some? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, Because you're right, I was just sitting there waiting, checking out the sights. Manhattan looked nice, right? It's early evening, okay? You get the moon, a little glow.
Yeah.
I'm people watching. I people watch a lot.
Right. You're staring at people.
Yes. And I'm going, and one chick walked in, and I go, "Oh, that's her," and it wasn't her.
The waitress goes, "Can I help you? Do you need anything?" You go, "No, I'm all set."
Yeah.
As you just stare at people.
Yeah.
No, this is perfect right here.
Yeah, she brought me a menu, and I was like, fire me up a
Seltzy.
DC, yeah, Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, whatever you got, and keep them coming, all right?
I don't want to see the bottom of this can there.
Yeah. Leave it open, all right? Because I got a nice little birdie on the way, and the Viper is in spine up in attack mode, all right? Bring in the DP.
Bring in the mouse that I'm going to eat.
Yeah. Tell me if you see a little mouse scurry in.
Where's my prey?
And, dude, I picked, like, the most romantic.
She's like, I'm going to need you to leave. The way you're talking to me is really...
I try to get her ditch.
I got a nice little mouse coming in. She's like, what?
Yeah.
By the way, I've been doing that move a lot. I did it on my
unreal.
date last night.
Did you really?
I did a little one of these.
Bro, it's a fucking iconic move in the clip.
The shoulder shake.
Miller's shoulder shake, dude, is making the rounds. Taylor, it's making the rounds, dude. The Yeeny shimmy, dude, you called it, which I loved. I should have called it the Yeeny shimmy. So I'm in there Yeeny shimmying, right?
You're wearing these bad boys, right?
Yup, these bad. Oh no, also have another new pair of Yeenies, a gray cement color. Okay, nice. Pop those on. Yeeny shimmering, right? Viper pit. I got the Viper pit going. No hat. I'm fucking ready to. I'm seething with venom. Okay, the energy is just full on. Okay, just fucking.
Tell me when a broad walks in.
Tell me when you see this. I almost grabbed her ditch. When she came back, I said, "Listen, if this birdie
the
doesn't."
The girls that work there are very attractive.
Yeah, I was like, I got a little mouse on its way, but if that doesn't arrive, I'll ditch grab you.
Right.
Look out. Right out from under you.
I don't want to waste the venom.
I don't want to waste the venom, sweetie. All right, so
yeah, someone's getting the venom tonight.
And it's so they got a little.
There's a hierarchy of who's getting it, but in the end, it don't really matter.
Yeah,
who's getting the venom.
You're not. Listen, play your cards right. Right. You might fall into the Viper
struck.
Pit. Yeah. And she was playing the flute. She was trying to tame me a little bit. I could tell. And I was like. She goes, "We can tell you're going on a first date. You need to relax." You go, "No, this is my mouth." Listen, and I saw too. I was like, because have you ever been to you've been to the Wayland, right?
Yeah, plenty of times, dude.
We've established that so much.
I can't go there anymore.
We haven't established anything. It's like the Wayland.
I've been to the Waylands on so many first dates. I can't go there on first dates. I've so many resources at various bars that I can't. Donnybrook is another bar I can't go to on a first date. I've been there like 20 first dates.
Where's Donnybrook?
Donnybrook's right on Clinton.
Wait, do you have other ones on this list?
I've got countless bars that I can't go to because there's
the embarrassment. You're saying the shame, the sheer shame of how many women you've brought there.
There is a bar
into the Miller's Viper pit of doom.
Just as an aside, I'll branch into my dating really quickly.
No,
it'll be 2 seconds.
No, this is what we want.
There's a place that I go. It's my second move. I'm pretty much all dates. I go kind of Lower East Side area, and then my second move is Garfunkel's. And it is a speakeasy, intimate bar. It's never failed me. I always go. So it used to be Donnybrook, then Garfunkel's, but I can't go Donnybrook anymore. So last night I went Ludlow House, Garfunkel's.
Okay, I thought you were about to say you moved Garfunkel's up to first.
No, it's not a first.
It's
too intimate. You can barely see anyone in there. it oozes sex.
Right. So
It oozes just let's ravish each other. But I've been to
and that's why, but just quick, that's why you don't want to do it for the first date, right? It's because it's just in date
It's
one, you'd feel weird.
No, I go on the first date.
I'm saying if you had done Garfunkel's in date one, what would be odd would be how sexual it is.
Right, up
For
top.
date one.
No,
Right.
I go first date.
Oh, you go first date.
I always go to two places.
Oh, within the first date.
Within the first date, always go to two
Oh,
bars.
did you think? I didn't even realize that. Oh, so not okay. You go
you
two
need
bars.
because now we're on like date 2 almost.
Wow. Okay, we
We
didn't
fast
go
forwarded in time. Like it's almost like,
That's
I
brilliant.
know this guy.
right. So this is your second move
Second location on the first date.
on the. Wow, this is Viper
of
X.
course you have to have an escalation.
I do. I'm learning as we go, dude. Zero escalation for me.
The first place is usually very casual,
Right.
nothing crazy, and then you go to the you go to the pit.
Yeah.
And then you go to the pit, and that's when everyone around you is striking, and you got to strike too.
Yes.
But
Everyone's seething.
Garfunkel's, I've been to Garfunkel's where
Yeah.
the guy will come up to me, "Oh, Mr. Welcome back," and I'm like, "Shh, you don't know me."
You can't. Do not say my name in here, dude. It's too many. Oh my God, Pat found like the exact list.
Caligula, best swingers club in New York.
Is this where you end your first date?
Sure.
That's have you seen that movie? It's fucking wild, dude.
But really quick, this girl that
Yeah.
I went on the date with last
Yeah.
night, she
you
came
go-
to baby shower. She's been to baby shower twice.
Okay, by the way, little pin.
Yeah.
That's my second update. I had an additional update.
All right, let's fast forward. Let's go.
No,
Let's
go. You go. And
Well,
I'll
I was
pin my
gonna say
update.
it's kind of like an embarrassment. So I film my sets.
Yeah.
I watched the set that she was at. You could see her in the corner. So I watched back the
wasn't
game
leaving.
tape to see what she was laughing at
Okay.
before the date.
That's so that'll fuck you up for the date. But go
No,
ahead.
it was fine. I don't give a
Okay,
fuck. Like
yeah.
nothing can phase me on dates.
That's just
anymore.
that's just smart.
Oh yeah. Just so you know.
yeah.
what you're
She was like
working with?
laughing at like the field stuff, and I was like, all right, cool.
Right.
But anyways, go ahead. So you're at
That's
you're at
funny.
Wayland. She shows up.
Right. So I was sitting inside and but I saw, do you know that, of course you do. There's like an outdoor.
I know all the angles of that place.
Yeah, because you can't even go there anymore. So you've probably seen there's a nice literally outdoor kind of perched up.
Patio type thing.
Yes.
Skinny patio.
Oh, brilliant term. There's a skinny patio out front that your Viper boy is eyeing.
Yes.
Because he knows, okay, if I can get her down there, she's in trouble, right?
Right.
Because how did he do that? Did he get here on time? Did he set it up?
Well, it's
guy's
also
got
isolated, which I like. So, like, you're kind of like, if you
Yeah.
want to throw a move, there's no like, oh, people are going to be watching us.
Yeah, this is weird, right?
Yes. You're isolated from the rest of the Vipers.
Yes. So I'm like, there's people sitting there though. So about 2 minutes before she gets there, they get up. So I go out there, the waitress is like, oh yeah, you can sit here, da. I think she knows at this point that I'm like
Right.
waiting, I'm lying in wait.
She waltz over.
Yeah, I'm just like fucking taking a seat, getting the talons out, getting the venom ready. Okay. And I sit down, and it's great. She brings over the candle. She goes, "Don't lose the ambiance." And I go, "Wow, this lady's on my frequency." All right. She knows what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
So
That's all she sees is dates. It's the only people that go to that fucking place.
yeah, she's like, "Don't lose the ambiance. Do you want another Diet Pepsi?"
She's like, there's a reason why we're on Timeout's top 10 list. It's these fucking candles.
It's these fucking people like you. So then she arrives, right? And of course,
From the right or the left?
The left.
The left, so she's coming uptown.
Which really caught me off guard.
Right. That's a long drag too.
Because I was looking right the whole time.
Yep.
I had I was like, okay, she's gonna be coming down here.
Right. That's where I usually look too.
Right, clean coming in, and then she came up on the left, and it really caught me. You know, it caught me off guard, and I was like, okay.
You go, whoa! I thought you were gonna come from the right. It's like what? No, I just thought that you were gonna come from the right. No big deal. Hi,
He's
good
like,
to see you.
I'm gonna go. This is too intense. So she immediately compliments the table location. Right, of course. All right, I've secured it. She's like, oh, wow, nice. This is a good spot, you know? So we take a seat, start chatting it up.
You give a little hug. You stand up and give a
Yeah,
hug
little hug. Nothing
on
crazy.
the tight patio.
Yeah, on the skinny patio.
Skinny patio.
The skinny
Shuffling
patio
around the
hug.
stools to
Yup.
make room.
Make room, you know. I was kind of I was buried.
Let
in
me
a little
ask you a
bit.
question. Did you move around some of the stools
Yes.
before she even showed up so that you know what I mean? So that you have ample room, but also you're cozy enough next to her.
Yes, I absolutely removed the middle stool.
Yes,
that
pro
would have
move.
right. That would have created a little bit of distance between your boy and the fucking target. Right. So turns out, right away. By the way, lovely lady. Okay, right away. I find out, which I just love, is she grew up in California.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a Cali girl, which I think I probably sensed on her at Blue, if I'm being real, because I know how to pick them, all right? She was like, I grew up in Long Beach, Hermosa Beach, Dad, and I was like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, I lit up. And I was like,
I've been there. Are you kidding me?
that's what.
I've been there.
Stop the tape. I just shot a short film out there.
This is crazy.
Yes. Loved it. Was obsessed. Would move there right now.
Universe.
That's what I go. Right now, I would go. She was like, "What's stopping you?" And I was like,
We're going.
"Yes." And I was like,
go.
"She was like, well, I'm obsessed." Like I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna move there like soon." She was like, "You should, you know." So we're just Cali vibing, you know.
Yeah.
But she's only been in New York for like a year and a half, and she loves New York. So, you know, we're
You can't move just yet. You need to stay with her in New York for a
that's
couple
what
years.
I'm building the narrative. I'm like, yeah, this could work. You know, we get settled here.
Yeah.
Then we got a little bit of time, you know. My career takes off,
Right, of course.
right? You get on board, okay, as a partner.
Me or her?
We settle on
Who's
a nice
getting
little.
on board for a partner?
We settle on a nice little her. We settle on a nice little beach town,
Yeah.
right? And then we kind of fly out into the sunset. Maybe 5 or 6 years down the line, right? I mean, this is
There's
all.
still stuff to accomplish here.
Yeah. And I mean, this is all in the air. She can read this, right? She knows what's going on.
Yes. She's watching right now.
Yeah. The vibes are electric. So, 2 out. We talked. We chatted up. We eventually move inside because
Does
it got a
she-
little chilly.
Does she comment on your sobriety or no?
Not really.
Does she's boozing?
Yeah, she was boozing.
What'd
She
she
didn't really
get?
care. One time she was like, "Do you know?" She did the nice little "Do you mind?" You know, which is nice. Like that I'm drink, you know, because people don't know. And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine," you know. And then the band, then the band started playing,
Right.
which was nice.
You get up and start doing a little dance.
Yeah, a little
Sweetheart, come on up.
come dance with me, right? we start. we we start.
This is
talking.
why I brought you. I love to dance.
I knew they would be playing tonight. And we talk about the movie
Yeah, skip.
theater. You know, she likes she's likes some movie theater.
Yeah.
I go deep. You know, I go way too deep on first dates. You know, I'm talking about my spiritual awakening. You
Yeah.
know, I go. And at one point I was like, Matt, you got to relax and let me dive into her story, you know?
Yeah.
So, but a lot of good body language, you know? Couple of knee taps.
Now we're all
We were facing each other for a little bit.
we're
We
all
gotta
curious.
wait. Real quick, we gotta
Let's get to the juice.
before the juice. There is one appetizer. We got a nice cheese board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have you ever had the Loser Taurus cheese board over at the?
Is that what it's
Wayland?
called? The loser chorus? Or you?
No, I'm just saying that's what it is. We got this cheese. There's nothing more date than a cheese board, dude.
Yeah. How's the cheese board?
Bro.
What kind of cheese is? Do you have like a nice pepper jack on there?
She goes, we did the thing. I was like, God, I haven't had any time to look at this, you know? And she's like, yeah, me too. And I was like the cheese board?
I guess we'll go with the cheese board, right? Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah.
No,
we'll
she
do
goes,
the,
"That's
let's
what-"
do the cheese board.
She goes, that's what I was thinking. I was like, yes. Couple of cheese board lovers, dude. Okay. Cheese
Is
board's
there
nice,
meat
by
on
the
the
way.
cheese board? Or is it
Yeah,
just cheese?
meat, apples, little jelly.
Little honey drizzled over the
Yup.
apples. I've done the cheese board. No.
Dude, nice little bread.
Don't act like I don't know about the first date cheese board.
Dude, I'm doing the night, you know, I'm doing little cheese on the bread, little
Are you saying how
jelly.
good it is? Or no? Are you you're like,
I
oh,
don't
this
do,
is good.
No, I don't really do
You got to
that.
try the Gruyere cheese.
Yeah, I wasn't really doing that. I wasn't really.
Right.
She was enjoying. It was solid. It was solid. I probably had like 6 Diet Pepsis. Eventually, she's like, all right, you know, probably around like 10 or something. It'd been a while, like 9:30 or something. She's like, I'm gonna, you know, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Like da 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 da. So I was like, all right, you know, and then I walked her, you know, over to the restaurante. I walked her over to, and then she was going to the Subway.
What do you
know.
mean the restaurant?
Well, the restaurant where she works.
Oh, she had work that night?
Well, no, she had like pick something up. You know, she's asking me my favorite movies. It's really date heavy, right? And I say goodbye, hug, kiss on the cheek. Boom. Finito.
Cheek kiss.
Yeah.
Hold the applause. Hold the applause.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
let's
it's cheek kiss.
cheek kiss.
How does that? What are the logistics of a cheek kiss? Are you doing the full wraparound so that it's obvious that it's a cheek kiss?
It was very European. It was very like quick. Yeah.
Like that thing? Like where you're hugging in her head,
Yes. That's right. You know? Very 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 slow and
and
elongated.
did she give
Did
she give a cheek kiss back?
No. But I was picking up the vibe of like no.
Hold the applause.
And to follow up, since we've gone down. So I text her Wednesday, okay?
All right.
And I say, "Hey, how about the movies on Monday?" Right?
Yeah.
'Cause-
You're really trying to save this. Wah, wah, wah. Huh?
So,
He's fast forwarding.
because she had told me those were her days off, and I don't get the text back.
Until
The following night.
when did you text her on a Wednesday?
Yeah. Mid Wednesday. So full day plus.
That's fine.
Yeah, but I'll give it to you. In the meantime, I was like,
the
"Oh,
fog
this
of
is
war."
this is a wrap. This is a wrap." I misread some of the vibes. Okay,
The fog of war started to trickle in.
heavy
and also,
trickle. Heavy trickle.
well, here's the thing. She may have gotten, you're very, you also don't text that much. So she
I
may
don't.
have been playing the game back and being
Yeah.
like, I don't need to text him because that's not how he operates.
Yep. The thing is, it's weird because I felt like she was like pretty responsive previously, right? Because she was like, "Hey,
Fog.
let's." The misty fog shows itself.
Yes.
So, in the interim, I secure an alternative little date ski. And this was our little pin thing
Uh-huh.
with a nice little birdie to go. So this is what I was telling you about before. I go on with one of these Hinge ladies and I say, "Let's go trick-or-treating." Okay.
No.
Swear. So she is like laughing and like kind of game, but then is like, "Well, where can we even do that?"
As it becomes more clear that
Yeah.
you're being serious.
Yeah, it's just I'm being serious.
As it stops being a joke and you start going into logistics.
So I go, "Listen, let's start with a comedy show then. You like stand up, right?" She's like, "I've never been." And I go, "All right." And she goes, "When are we going?" And I go, "How about Sunday?" And she goes, "I'm away this weekend, but Tuesday I'm free." So in my head, I'm like, well, this is the Comedy Cellar or potentially Baby Shower.
Hold on.
And that was one of the additional things I thought was really funny is that I could potentially bring. I don't know if I want to bring a first date to Baby.
Hold
Yeah.
on. You're talking to a girl on Hinge. You're
Yep.
saying, let's go trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
And then essentially you're like, but we should hang out first.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's hang out pre-trick-or-treating to
Yep.
see if we're a good match for the trick-or-treating.
Yes.
And you go comedy show, so she goes Tuesday. You're thinking about bringing her this Tuesday.
That was it in my head. I was like, oh, this is funny. Like, what if she comes to Baby Shower?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, I kind of want to just bring her to, like, the cellar and go to, like, you know. Because it's literally the first time I would ever see her.
Well, once again,
So this is a good conversation.
Once again, you got to go somewhere first and then go to the comedy show. You can't be just showing up at a
Oh,
comedy
okay.
show.
So do something beforehand and then go.
Because there's
to
no
the-
talking. You're just going to be sitting there. You go,
That's what I'm
"Hi,
saying.
I'm Matt. Nice to meet you." All right, oh,
I'll see you in a second.
All right, you got to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't heckle the don't. Like
Yeah, I don't
literally
even
the
know
first
you.
thing that hosts say are like, "Please keep the talking to a minimum."
Yeah, so I don't think that I like doing that. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. I'll do something before.
Who's this little number?
Number.
Hinge?
Yeah, number. Absolute number. Absolute number. So anyway, this number confirms, right?
For twos?
Viper mode, right? Fog, but
For
whatevs.
twos?
Yep,
for Tuesday?
twos.
All right.
So now I'm back. I'm Cook City, right?
Right.
And then I get the text. from Wayland.
And let me ask you, you like Wayland?
I like Wayland, but there
Wayland has potential.
I like Wayland a lot. There was something though that I did. You know, you only have one thing. Wayland has real potential. So Wayland still, and she was like, "Hey, I got a friend here this weekend. Sorry for the delay on the text."
Yeah, you go. It's Wednesday.
I'm like, what the hell? No, I'm like, So I was very, I was like, we'll figure it out. Have fun this weekend. Like, we'll chat again.
So you're gonna keep stoking that flame?
Yeah, I think we'll see.
So Hardy goes from no dates.
I think I'm gonna have
juggling two ladies.
I think I'm gonna have maybe once a week, one every couple weeks, maybe a slot for an evening.
Wasn't it nice? Aren't dates fun?
Real shot of life. Real shot of life, everyone out there. The experience. Not just like whatever with the ladies
You're
is
living.
fine. For the experience, there's a real opening.
Yes.
To the world, and now I might have I found someone else that kind of wants to go trick-or-treating, so I don't even know. Mm-hmm. And this may actually go down. So I may actually do this.
Trick-or-treating?
yeah. And I'm trying to do it so we have it for the pod.
I think you should go as a group.
And then I think that would be great if we went.
Well, I think with multiple girls.
Just me and him, or me and him?
No, you and your two dates.
Bring both my dates trick-or-treating. All right, ladies, get along.
Line up.
Here we go. All right, you get it. Let's divide and conquer.
Ladies, line up.
Yeah, and now the Viper. I'll tell you what, the Viper mode in H, it's really the emasculated part of the man is got. I've reintegrated the
the alpha.
Yeah, some of the juice.
Right. You were a simp fuck before.
I was a yes man. I was in the hangover of a yes man loser.
Right.
All right. So now there's a little bit of alpha juice. And I'll tell you, you got to watch it with me. You even saw it earlier. You were like, wow, this guy's fucking attacking. So look out.
Yeah.
Look out, ladies.
Well, I've got a new thing. This girl I went on the date with last night, she was saying she had been to Baby Shower twice. She was like, I was thinking about going up and talking to you after the show, but I was like nervous.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking to myself, I always saw, so I was like, she might not be the only, there might be other girls after a show
nervous
that are kind of like, oh, if he comes up, cool, but like I'm not going to go up to him.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy,
So you're going to go...
I think I'm going to go... Well, one, I do actually like...
Ladies, don't be nervous.
This girl I went on a date with last night, I'm pretty into, so we'll see what happens. But
yeah.
I had a great act out, dude. You're going to love this act out.
In the date? Or...
In the date. She spilled water on the table.
Yeah.
It's going to sound... But she spilled water on the table,
yeah.
and it got on, like, some of the napkins, and the napkins were wet. I go, perfect. And I grabbed a napkin and went like this. I dabbed it.
Solid.
I dabbed the wet napkin.
Yeah.
She was literally in tears, crying, laughing.
That's
it was a
good.
killer act out, dude.
Killer. I did I did a little popcorn toss.
Did you?
You know my popcorn toss.
You had popcorn?
No, act out. Act out, I was
How'd
like,
you have popcorn at the Wayland?
No, it was an
you did
act
with cheese?
No, like it wasn't there. Like I was just telling her about my toss in the corn.
Oh, you were doing material.
It. Yeah, it swung in. I couldn't keep it out.
Wow, Hardy's doing material.
It would have been unnatural to leave it.
Base.
All right, how much time do I have?
Start
left?
ripping your jeans.
Hey, all right, I'll leave you with this. Yeah, start tearing my yeenies, dude. Yeah, dude. So, also Kraus had a great point, which is a waitress. Sometimes you don't know how good because like a waitress can kind of look good when you're at the job, but outside of the job, it's a whole different look.
Yeah, Kraus came up with this genius idea.
Yeah. Someone else's, yes. Yeah.
But she looked good.
Yeah. So it's kind of a funny thing.
So how much time do you think about this, like, during the day now? Are you kind of in the mode of, like, you know what I mean? Because
Not
before
really.
dating, you wouldn't even think about it, right? Like today,
Very alert, really.
I'll probably think about dating, whether it's a girl that I'm, this girl from last night or like whatever. I'll think about dating for probably a good like 45 minutes today throughout the day. It'll come up in my brain. I'll be like,
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't have
or 6 hours,
yeah, I don't have that much going on. So it's like
right. I mean, you got a lot going. 2 ladies in that quick succession. That's a lot,
yeah. They're just first dates though. Just first dates.
Which lead to second dates.
Yeah. Well, that's a different story, as it starts unfolding.
Well, you're going to go on a second date with this Bua chick. We're about to go over there right now and have buffalo tenders. I literally
So
am so I
embarrassing.
can't go over there now.
No, we can't go over there right now.
It's brutal. Those are my favorite buffalo tenders in the city.
You can't
I'm
go
gonna
anywhere
pretend
because you've got.
You're also getting up my resources. I'm gonna go there and just pretend like I don't like. She'll be like, "Oh, I was like, yeah, I just like kind of know him, so I can still come here and have my buffalo tenders."
Yeah. I told her about the pod too, so
If you're listening, shout out to you.
yes,
Subscribe.
And God bless you if you made it this far.
yeah. Pat,
That's where I eat food.
it's
Got your
amazing.
gross
You
ass
didn't even show off your
Jordans up
kicks,
there.
dude. You wore kicks for the
Yeah, you
pod.
wore new kicks.
Get your fucking kicks off.
I've
here.
put my kicks up here so many
I
times.
don't think you have. You
Yes.
go barefoot.
No, dude. Watch an ep.
Samaha, back me up. Has he ever put his kicks up like that?
He does it every episode.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
Thank you.
Samaha's high right now. He
No,
doesn't know
About
what's
40
going on.
minutes in.
No,
he does
no.
it, yeah.
You're a little, you think I'm too jazzed up. I can tell.
No.
You think I'm too jazzed up.
What do you mean? Was I not jazzed during that story?
No, you told me the other day, you were like, oh, Hardy's too vital.
Yeah, I don't like it when Hardy's happy.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing other people happy. I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I like seeing the destruction of the people around me.
Yeah, well, stay tuned. All right?
Oh, we're going to be tuned.
Stay tuned.
What was that?
That was Hardy fidgeting his foot.
Oh.
All right.
We all good?
Yeah.
Any other updates? Did you tell this girl that...
Nope. That was pretty much it.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, comment, team.
Goodbye.